So I never thought any big about Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan or anybody like that. Except one day I read an article, an interview of Shah Rukh in Tehelka, you know, and that completely changed my perspective towards him. And in that interview, he talked about, I have all this, adulations and love from people, big star. People call me king of Bollywood. People call me Badshah of Bollywood. But at 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, when I stand in front of the mirror, I feel I am alone. You know, I feel that my mother is not there with me. So when I did Black, and that was the first film where sound was accepted in Indian cinema as a production value, I felt very jealous of Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Only for one thing, because wherever we went for awards, he took his mother with him. When Rahman came for Oscars, he had his mother with him. I didn't have my mother. And so not having her with me, not having been able to show the success the so-called success, that she's not there with me, and because she's the one who believed in me. So that's a hinge. So I feel very, very common with SRK on that note.
Even though you won that Oscar at such a young age, you have constantly found new challenges for yourself. You came into the industry saying you will change the way sound is recorded in Bollywood, which you did, to be fair. What is next? What are you changing next?
Yeah, so when you are young, you are reckless, so you kept saying things like that. If you ask me the same question now, I won't probably say the same answer. What is next? I don't know. I never planned my career. I never planned. I'm making this film. That's important for me right now. And I have other films in my mind. And I have a film that is based on my life. One small incident from my life, I want to turn it into a film. I want our culture to be celebrated. I want our storytelling to be celebrated. And when that is celebrated across the globe, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, irrespective of, like I said, when you read, you don't define images as light and sound, But when it comes to film, you read it, you reread it as light and sound. And I want to look at an audience where, images are not discriminated.
When you look at the stories that we're telling right now, whether it's in Hindi films, mainstream, there's a lot of great content coming from the South. OTT platforms have so much room at this point. Do you believe that we are living our potential as a culture in terms of storytelling?
See, the problem is why regional films are so strong, so good in making their story, because the regional literature is strong. Every regional film that is being made are coming from as an extension of literary writing. How many Hindi films are based on Hindi literature? When we started forgetting the literature that we are born with, or the writing that should be stemmed from, when we moved away from it, our storytelling started falling. That's what happened in Hindi cinema.
Baya team from here can win?
We had chances of having to have reached at that stage, but we always missed it because of wrong judgments that we make always. Probably Triple R could have been, at one level. Probably Lunchbox could have been at one level. Lagan could have been, if we were a little more smart with it, a little more intelligent about our films. And I don't think we should aspire about Oscar being as judgment, Oscar is for American cinema. Of course, unless and until we start celebrating original work, I don't think we will reach anywhere.
I want to wish you very good luck for your books and for your films, but I know that you're going to keep surprising us. Do you believe also that as far as people entering the industry now for technical positions, there's a lot more respect and a lot more, resources available for people in, say, sound, in graphics, in effects and things like that, than they were maybe when you were starting out?
See, it's only in South India, when you see a Santosh Shivan's name on the screen, people start clapping. Or a Venu's name, or a Ravi Kishan's name, or, so for example, now when they see my name, they'll clap. Which means, literacy is a huge factor. I'm saying literacy of the letters and of the visual medium is a huge factor in recognizing potential of people. Who is the right man behind, or who is the person who is behind creating something? That literacy is lacking in the rest of India. And I'm hoping towards, now people like us, when we get into filmmaking, when we start talking about it, like when technicians get being recognized, I think the literacy slowly comes up. I mean, in the last 10 years, what Indian cinema has gone through is phenomenally good.
Rachel, thank you so much
Thank you.
for having this conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing, beautiful books for you to read. One is a coffee table book, the other is a memoir, which is going to give you a chance to learn so much from the journey of none other than Dr. Rasool Pukhuti. So we'll get to that, but before this, I'd like to invite Mr. Ravi DC from DC Books. First book that we are going to launch is a book edited by our very own Dr. Rasool Pukhuti, titled Sounding Off, Amitabh Bachchan. Is a gorgeous coffee table book, like I said, is published by DC Books, which has a lot of unseen pictures of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and some unknown facts and stories for you to cherish. I would request Dr. Rasool to say something as they launch the book. There, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the book, Sounding Off, Amitabh Bachchan, a fantastic coffee table book which you would definitely love to have in your collection. Also launched the second one. Now the second book here is titled Shabda Tarapadam. It's a book published by DC Books on a musical magician, like I said, Dr. Rasool Pukhuti. It's a memoir of his journey from starting off as a sound designer to winning the Oscars.
Actually, nothing much to talk about. Like I said, already said, this book is actually a collection of sound in print,
Okay.
of Mr. Bachchan's work, interpreted through the entire cartoonists of India. Also some of the unknown, unseen, never seen, memorably of his films.
Oh, wow.
And 50 best dialogues from his films, all put together as a collection of coffee table book. That's what. And the front page, the cover of the book is actually done by. In the olden times, we used to make posters. We used to paint posters.
Yes,
we never used to
interesting.
print it.
Okay.
So that's actually a very beautiful art, It is only typical of Indian cinema that you had an artist painting the main poster. So one of the artists who used to do that is still alive. He's 85 years old, who has actually done Sanjeer and Diwar and all those posters, So I got him to draw one of Bachchan's faces from those films.
Is this from Coolie or Diwar?
This is from one of those Diwar or Sanjeer, I think. And yeah, this is Sanjeer. This is a pencil sketch done by him.
Okay.
So I also wanted to celebrate the allied art that was along with the cinema narrative.
Right. Fantastic. So this is just the perfect collectible for any fan there
Yeah.
who is a Mr. Bachchan's fan would love to have this in their collection because it's unique and has some unique elements in it.
So this is the second edition of my book, Shabda Tarapadam. First edition was brought out by Penguin, and that won the Bharat Sahitya Academy Award that year as the best book of the year. And it was in oblivion for various reasons because of the publishers. So now DC Books has taken it and they're coming out with the second edition. So I'm very happy. So it'll reach people now.
Right.
And I'm hoping.
Definitely looking forward to it. You can read it, get inspired and get success in your life as well. It's certainly going to be an inspiring story to read from your journey of reaching the Oscars. We can obviously make at least a little bit for ourselves as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. On that note, I would like to thank you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Dr. Rasool Pukhuti right here with us with the two most amazing books that we launched tonight right here at Sharjah International Book Fair. Once again,